হর্ষিত বল।
You got my mail?
না, মেলটা আমি দেখিনি, কবে পাঠিয়েছিস?
This mail is regarding a program of Swami Mukshanda Memorial Committee. That we call it retreat program.
আচ্ছা, কেন রিট্রিট মানে কি? ওয়াই ডু ইউ কল ইট রিট্রিট?
না, এখানে রিট্রিট প্রোগ্রাম বলতে আমরা এটা বোঝাচ্ছি যে এখানে আমরা আমাদের স্বামী মুক্তানন্দ মেমোরিয়াল কমিটির যারা সদস্যরা আছে এবং
This is Harshit. He was my classmate at Narendrapur College, where I graduated more than 50 years ago. He was talking about a mail he had sent me yesterday. The mail Harshit was mentioning gave full details of the retreat program which was being held to honor Swami Mumukshananda and was to take place in Kolkata on 9th of March. This is Swami Mumukshananda Maharaj, a very senior member in the Ramakrishna Mission, popularly known as Ranjanda to all of us. Ranjanda was the principal of Ramakrishna Mission Residential College, Narendrapur, where me and my friends stayed and graduated more than 50 years ago. Ranjanda remained an enigma to many of us in the college. He was soft, mild, and looked naive and innocent. At least that was the impression many of us had once we settled down to life in Narendrapur.
প্রথমে আমরা যখন খুব বদমাইশি করতাম, বদমাইশি মানে আমরা সেই সময় বদমাইশি লেভেলটা অন্যরকম ছিল। এখনকার মতো বদমাইশি আমরা তখন তো ক্রাইম করতাম না, এই একটু পালিয়ে হয়তো পাঁচি টপকে গেলাম, একটা চায়ের দোকানে আড্ডা মারলাম, এই কিংবা রাজপুরে গিয়ে একটু চপপকড়ি খেয়ে একটু সিনেমা দেখে এলাম। এর বেশি বদমাইশির লেভেলটা আমাদের ছিল না। হয়তো এই জন্য কোনদিন প্রেয়ার মিস হতো, সেটা একটা বদমাইশি আমাদের এখানে ধরা হতো। এইরকম করতে করতে একদিন রঞ্জনদার মুখোমুখি হয়ে গেছে, একদম ওই শর্টকাটে আসতে গিয়ে রঞ্জনদার সামনে। আর রঞ্জনদা জিজ্ঞেস করছে, লক্ষ্মীটি কোথায় গেছিলে? এদিকে মুখে গন্ধ, ভয়ও লাগছে। তখন গম্ভীর সে আমরা এটা ভাবলে একটা হাসি পায়, আমরা গম্ভীর সে বললাম যে রঞ্জনদা আমরা মেন গেটে ইয়েতে গেছিলাম, কি বলে পোস্ট অফিসে গেছিলাম। কেন এখন পোস্ট অফিস? না, পোস্ট অফিসে গেছিলাম বাবাকে ফোন করতে, রোজ বাবাকে ফোন না করলে বাবা বড় চিন্তা করে। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, তখন রঞ্জনদা বলে হ্যাঁ খুব ভালো, রোজ বাবাকে গিয়ে ফোন টোন করবে। তো সেটা এই ব্যাপারটা শুনলে খুব মজা লাগে যে রঞ্জনদা কত সহজ এবং সরলভাবে ব্যাপারটা বেড়ে নিয়েছিলেন।
Swami Mumukshananda, for whom death was a navigator to life's voyage. Author Swami Suparnananda.
The author, Swami Suparnananda, is a revered monk of the mission. We knew him well as he was the warden of our hostel in Brahmananda Bhavan 50 years ago. Young, enthusiastic, he had vibed well with all of us. We fondly called him Sottoda.
মরণকে আমরা ভয় পাই সবচেয়ে বেশি, কারণ
The article was a revelation. It talked about Ranjanda's life journey, his childhood, his education, and so many interesting facets of his life none of us knew before. A life that fascinates all of us now, 50 years later. The retreat get-together program in Gold Park was a great opportunity. It was taking place in the Institute of Culture, Gold Park, Kolkata, a premier institute known world over. Importantly, it was headed by Satyada now, the author of this fascinating biography. I talked to a few of my old colleagues and friends. We decided to use this opportunity to find out more about Ranjanda.
সচ্চিদানন্দ পূর্ণাত্মা চিত্তরঞ্জন নাম।
Sachidananda Purnata Chittoranjan was born in Kudambadi, a small village in Midnapur district in 1927. His parents were Dwarikanath and Hoimunti. He had two sisters and a brother, Manoranjan, who was a teacher in her school. This emboldened Chittoranjan to venture out, leaving family responsibilities to his younger brother. I went down to Kolkata from Bangalore on 9th March for the retreat meet. Chitto was waiting for me at the lobby of the Gold Park Institute. Both of us walked in to join my other friends and attend the retreat program. Soon we were able to get Satyada, who was chairing the meet, for a one-on-one interview. Chittaranjan joined school in Kolagachia near his village. His teacher Siddheshwar was an ardent follower of Ramakrishna Mission. He distributed booklets on Ramakrishna and enlightened students about his teachings. Many students later became ardent followers of Ramakrishna.
He was a freedom fighter. Siddheshwar Babu, he was a freedom fighter, and he was being much sought after by the police. Then he used to stay there in disguise and got a job there, and silently he was preparing the base, and he got so many students to join the order in course of time. I think the first and foremost was Swami Mumukshananda ji.
After matriculation, Chittaranjan joined intermediate course in arts at Vidya Mandir College in Belur.
And you know, Belur Vidya Mandir and Ramakrishna Math, very adjacent areas. And there he came in contact with the great Swamis of our order.
He joined honours degree in philosophy in Presidency College, Kolkata, and came to stay in the Ramakrishna Mission Students' Hostel in Pathuriyagata in the city. His attachment for the Swamis continued, and he often visited Belur from the hostel to meet them there.
Most of them were the disciples of Brahmananda ji and Holy Mother Sarada Devi. And they used to visit great Swamis living in and around Calcutta and in West Bengal, several districts in West Bengal. And that way, Maharaj, Premashananda ji was living in Sargachi. Sargachi. He used to visit.
Swami Lokeshwarananda, who was running the hostel, took a liking for this lad from Kudambadi. He was honest, hardworking, and above all, a committed follower of Ramakrishna. He called him Ranjan, and that's how he became Ranjanda to all of us.
He was honest to the backbone. His was the purity that used to touch everybody. Even worst critic would accept that the man is 100% pure, 100% devoted to the teachings and instructions of Sri Ramakrishna, 100%. That you cannot have any question about.
Swami Lokeshwarananda ji Maharaj was the all in all and next Ranjanda. He used to take care in respect of everything of our life. Health, study, food, whether we are sleeping or not, whether we are utilizing our timing or not, like that. Like a mother in the house, you see. Ranjanda was having Matri Bhav, a motherly attitude to everybody, not to me only.
There were around 200 odd students in the hostel who used to work there and study in various colleges. Their expenses were met by Swamiji, who gave Ranjan the responsibility of maintaining accounts there.
I met first Ranjanda at a very crucial moment of my life. I was a displaced person from East Pakistan at that time, but I had a place in Presidency College, so a prestigious college, and Lokeshwarananda invited me to get a place in his students' home. And when I came first, he asked me to see Ranjan. Ranjan was Chittaranjan Das. He was just joining as a fresher in the monastic order. Ranjanda was sort of warden of the students. He would keep strict watch on me. He was a strict disciplinarian, calm, low voice, and I could see him quite strict in his talks and all.
Ranjan's leaning towards the mission received a major push under Swami Lokeshwarananda. On 31st January 1943, Ranjan took the first step and took Diksha from Swami Birejananda. Soon in 1952, he took the final plunge, took oath at Belur Math, and became Brahmachari Vipro Chaitanya. He was 25 years old then.
Then I graduated. My term after my BSc Honours from Presidency College ended, and I was not a scholar like many other privileged persons. I was a displaced person, but not with the status of refugee. So I had to earn my own money. So I wanted to take a job, but Lokeshwarananda would not let me go. You stay, I shall send you to take charge of a student's home, where the refugees will come, you take care of them. Ranjan will be there overall, but he will not stay with the students. You stay with the students. It will be a big job, keeping time, disciplines and all.
Lokeshwaranandaji soon realized that Pathuriyagata hostel was too small for students. He convinced higher-ups and established Narendrapur ashram at a village called Ukila Paikpara on the outskirts of Kolkata and shifted the hostel there.
In 1955, there was a move to shift from Pathuriyagata to somewhere else, and that is Narendrapur. And during the early stage, 1955, 56, 57, 58, 59, Ranjanda was 24 hours working, and we were assisting, though we were students, but we were assisting. He used to give, what should I say, practical life lessons in words as well as in his lifestyle.
I was continuing my master studies from Narendrapur at that time with Calcutta University. I had to arrange all the transport of the students and everything. So in the evening, we would meet and discuss problems with Swami Lokeshwarananda as well as Ranjanda by that time.
Travelling time to colleges was a concern. Lokeshwaranandaji decided to open a college at Narendrapur itself. He assigned this work to Vikas Sanyal, who had just completed his MSc.
Because I had the contacts with the, I went to the inspector colleges who said no honors. Just to make a long story short, I said, what are the conditions? You write it to me and give it to me. Qualified professors. Name one person in Calcutta, a qualified professor at honors level physics. Then he came. Nice to say. He wrote a letter. Okay, I have got one. But you have to convince him. He is the head of the Scottish Church College. And second was chemistry. I will be a good professor of chemistry in Presidency College. Now that shows it will be this Cartelio story. And many others. This is the first blockade was how to get the affiliation.
Vikas started work in real earnest, and soon Ramakrishna Mission Residential College was opened in 1960. Vikas headed the college as professor in charge. He was just 22 years.
I finished my MSc Masters staying in the students' home at Narendrapur and going to university. One day, Lokeshwarananda called me up. 1st February 1960 was a crucial day because we have got the permission to open an honors college. I want you to take charge. What? How can I do that? I am looking for a job now because I have a large family to maintain. Oh, if you want a job, you can try for it, but if you can also work here and we shall try to see how much we can pay you. Okay. At that time, Mukshant did not have a master's degree and no monk was available to take charge of the college. What Lokeshwarananda had his mind fixed up on Ranjanda.
Swamiji wanted Ranjan as principal, but he was only a graduate. A postgraduate degree with first class was essential. He requested Professor Omiyo Kumar Mujumdar, a mission enthusiast and heading philosophy department in Presidency College, to coach Ranjanda as a private candidate. The professor visited the ashram on weekends and taught Ranjanda. Getting first class in philosophy was very tough, and as a private candidate even tougher. Ranjanda took the exam in 1962 and stood first class second. He took charge as principal the same year.
Lokeshwarananda had always big visions. Ranjanda was in some way very strict and spiritually very strong, and he would do in a very perfect things that he has to do. This is one of the qualities, but in some way it also restricts you to see much broader. That was a problem with Ranjanda all the time, and when I worked with him, that was a nice experience with.
In 1973, Swami Lokeshwaranandaji went away as secretary to Gold Park Institute, and Ranjanda was elevated to secretary cum college principal.
Path leading to least resistance, it is a welcome decision, no doubt. But then you have to compromise with the truth.
But
he never did that. So previous and so meticulous about the things. Only that is his nature. He's a perfectionist. Unless it becomes perfect, he won't let you go. ওইটাই সমস্যা He belongs to a separate brand. Too perfect a person to be seen anywhere. So that's why I said that he didn't want to budge even 1 centimeter from his stand if he felt that is truth.
Ranjanda would spend the entire day at the ashram's central office, leaving college administration totally to me. He would join me at the college only late in the evenings for briefings and signatures. I had to work relentlessly from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. I was often asked how I was able to work with this seemingly difficult boss. Many said he procrastinated too much and took too long for decisions. My response to all of them was, he is very much aware of these qualities, and that awareness was his strength.
He used to say that I know that I procrastinate. I take so much of time to decide. That is my nature, what can I do? It is my way of working. It proved always beneficial.
এখন আমি বিশ্বাস করি যে ডেফিনেটলি রজতদা জানতো যে এটা আমরা বাবাকে ফোন করার জন্য যাইনি। রজতদা এত মূর্খ নিশ্চয়ই ছিলেন না যে এটা বুঝলো না যে ছেলেগুলো বদমাশ ছেলে, এরা বাবাকে ফোন করার নামে যাচ্ছে এবং বাবাকে যে ফোন করেনি এটা রজতদাকে নিশ্চয়ই কেউ বলতে হবে না। কিন্তু তবু রজতদা অদ্ভুতভাবে মেনে নিলেন আমাদের কথাটা, আজ উনি বিশ্বাস করেন হ্যাঁ বাবাকে ফোন করতে যেতেই পারে, হয়তো গেছিল। তো সেই বলছে রজতদা এত সারল্য, এত মানে তার মানে কি সব জেনে শুনে হজম করেছিলেন। এই যে নীলকণ্ঠ হয়ে থাকাটা, এইটা যত করেছে তত আমরা হেরে যাচ্ছি, কিন্তু তত আমরা হেরে গেছি। এখন তো মনে হয় সত্যি সত্যি হেরে গেছি।
I never find such a person in my life. To summarize it,
Why do you say that?
I am saying this. He was full of love, affection for others. And if somebody commits some error, he will very gently indicate that and will say how to correct oneself. He will never rebuke.
Ranjanda was a voracious reader. Swami Premesh Maharaj was his favorite. He would often read out from his books to us in his room number S40 in Brahmananda Bhavan, popularly called Night Club by many of us.
We were all the regular visitors in the night club, yes. So he used to refer to Premeshanandaji's instructions, this and that. He shaped his mental horizon. Premeshanandaji. He was mother's disciple. His letters and his memoirs, so he used to share with us. And as if he was very much uppermost in his mind, in all sorts of problems. So Premesh Maharaj used to say that if some problems cropped up, then he used to say, oh, Premesh Maharaj used to solve this way, that way. So he used to seek his advice direct also in it.
In 1976, he left Narendrapur and took over as secretary of the Brahmachari Training Center in Belur. He remained there for 7 years.
Most of our sannyasis now holding key positions are his students at the training center. Yes, I got the old man, he didn't change very much. He used to treat us like his own students as we were treated in the hostel there at the college. And we too used to feel that we have gone back to our students' life there.
His next posting was as secretary Mumbai Car Branch from 1983 to 1986.
Swami Vivekananda Maharaj, the president of today's meeting, Swami Ramanathananda Maharaj, Swami Ramanathananda Maharaj, Swami's brother-in-laws and friends. It is my pleasant duty to speak a few words by way of welcome. First of all, I welcome most respectfully and cordially Swami Vivekananda Maharaj, who is one of the senior trustees of Ramakrishna Math and a member of the governing body. And he, as you know, was until recently monastery head of this Ramakrishna Math and Mission, Bombay. Behind he and Swami Ramanathananda are one of the most authoritative exponents of Ramakrishna Vivekananda idealism, and therefore we are very fortunate to have him and have Swami Ramanathanandaji amidst us. Swami Hiranmayanandaji is more than anybody else thoroughly acquainted with the history and development of these ashrams. Not only that, he is instrumental in the development of this ashrama, of this center that we shall have this evening. Thank you all.
From 1986 to 91, he was Secretary Rajkot branch in Gujarat. It was in Rajkot he was made a member trustee in the top governing body of the mission. He was 60 then. In 1991, his workplace changed to Mayavati Advaita Ashram. He worked for 15 years there as president, his longest tenure. He started to work there on a book on the life and teachings of Swami Vivekananda, one of his pet projects. In 2006, he was posted as Secretary Mayarbadi, Kolkata, and became editor of Udbodhan, the official magazine of the mission. He retired in 2013 and shifted to Arogya Bhavan, Belur, and remained there till the end.
His understanding of Ramakrishna Vivekananda Mahasarada literature was perfect. And everybody has this idea. Even our most learned, say, Swamijis of our order, even within 6 months of his demise, they used to come to him and just say, so this quotation, where does it appear? This idea, what would be your opinion about this idea, this idea? And everybody used to respect him because of his veracity in reading and his original power of interpreting Swamiji and Thakur's ideas.
Swamiji wanted that there should be all-round development of the country, there should be a work of the masses in rural areas, but at the same time Swamiji wanted that in each capital of each province of India there should be a center. Particularly he mentioned Calcutta, Bombay and Madras and Allahabad, where should be centers of the dissemination of the life-giving message of our spiritual heritage as interpreted by him. Therefore, on this auspicious occasion, I pray to them so that the opportunity that has given us, the Ramakrishna Mission, to serve you, that opportunity we may fruitfully utilize, we may be worthy of the call that he has entrusted, Sri Ramakrishna has entrusted on us.
A few months before his death, he expressed a desire to get a book published containing all his articles in the college magazine. It was published and shown to him. The cover design and name was his own. He looked pleased and expressed his gratitude.
It was all the articles published in OV, college magazine. Well, we compiled it. So he has made 2 books only that are available anywhere. Now, I tell everybody that if you want to give lectures, keep his books with him, and just before giving the lecture, you read 1 or 2 articles about the topic you are going to speak, and you will conquer the hearts of all your listeners. You see, you go. You get a perfect and very dependable view of our philosophy of Thakur Mayan.
He was, however, sad he could not complete the book on Swamiji because of illness. He told me once in his feeble, weak voice, "Everything has ended. I came only the other day from my village to Kolkata. There is still so much left to be done." He did not know he was suffering a fatal blood cancer ailment, multiple myeloma. By the time we knew, it was too late.
But once, before, I think 4 months before he left his mortal frame, I visited and he told me that So he has been feeling so much of pain there. So I suggested some anti-allergy medicines. Then I contacted some of my students there and say, why don't you see him a doctor, this and that. Well, don't you know that he has developed this cancer? And these are the symptoms. It is an ordinary allergy that you have been thinking of. It is not that. Then I became very much pensive in a way, because I know cancer, he does not know, no, he does not know.
Satchidananda Purnata Chittoranjan, born 1927 in village Kudambadi in Midnapur district, West Bengal. Education, postgraduate, first class, second in philosophy.
মরণকে আমরা ভয় পাই সবচেয়ে বেশি কারণ
Death scares everyone as death has only one objective, to take away life. Ranjanda was not scared when he faced death. He was calm, unperturbed. Even death appeared to wait as he completed rituals, did puja, took leave of his friend Swami Umananda and went up to his room for the last time. He told his attendant to inform authorities once his breathing stopped, which the attendant assiduously did. It was 7:45 p.m. on 16th January 2017.
তখন বোধহয় 1967-68 সাল, আমি সেকেন্ড ইয়ার, তখন আমার একটা অপারেশন হয়েছিল, হার্নিয়া টাইপের অপারেশন। তো সেই অপারেশনে আমি বাড়িতে কাউকে জানাইনি। তা আমার বন্ধুরাই এখানে ছিল, মূর্তি, শঙ্কর, এরা সবাই ছিল, অজয়। তা আমি সেবা প্রতিষ্ঠানে ভর্তি হয়েছি, শিশুমঙ্গলে ভর্তি হয়েছি অপারেশনের জন্য। অপারেশন হয়েছে, তো একটা বমি ভাব, একটা অ্যানাস্থেসিয়ার একটা এফেক্ট রয়েছে, নসিয়া রয়েছে, এরকম করে শরীরটা অসুস্থ। সেই দিনই অপারেশনটা হয়েছে এবং বিকেলবেলা রঞ্জনদা গেছেন। তো রঞ্জনদাকে দেখে তো আমি একটু অপ্রস্তুত হয়ে পড়েছি, এরকম অবস্থা, আমি শুয়ে আছি, সে রঞ্জনদার কাছে। রঞ্জনদা মানে সে গিয়ে মানে মাথা হাত বোলাচ্ছেন, বিছানায় শুয়ে মাথার দিকে হাত বোলাচ্ছেন। এবং সেই সময় আমার হঠাৎ প্রচণ্ড বমি চলে আসে এবং আমি বমিটা করছি, ভাবতে পারছি না। তখন রঞ্জনদার দিকে আমার মুখের সামনে দুটো হাত পেতে দিয়েছে এবং আমি রঞ্জনদার হাতে বমি করে ফেলেছি। মানে এই ঘটনাটা যে আমাকে কি যে তার এফেক্ট হয়েছে আমি এখন বুঝতে পারি। যখনই ভাবি তখন লোকটার কথা চিন্তা করি, লোকটা কী ছিল, মানে কত ভালোবাসতো আমাদের, অথচ আমার নিজের এখন অপরাধ বোধ লাগে যে তাকে কত জ্বালিয়েছি, কত কষ্ট দিয়েছি। হয়তো উনি কষ্ট পাননি, হয়তো উনি এটা থেকে অভ্যস্ত বা এমনি ধরেই নিয়েছিল যে এরকম করবে, কিন্তু আমার এখন মনে হয় সত্যি সত্যি খুব খারাপ লাগে যে হয়তো ওনাকে ভীষণ কষ্ট দিয়েছে।
We used to feel now, right now, that he was never an ordinary man or ordinary sadhu. Among the sadhus, he could be rated one of the best. This he has revealed during his last hour of his life on earth. He came to know the date and at exactly the time of his departure. And he has given clear indication of that. And everywhere you will get an account of this great life, how he could leave his frame, this mortal frame.